There's nothing quite like summer camping. The solstice weekend in particular brings those long golden hours of daylight, a time that feels deeply connected to both our ancestral roots and the land we find ourselves resting on. So we're back at the campsite that I camped for my solo catch and cook. Moments like these, shared with friends like Elliot, who'd recently come down to help me fit some camper van windows on the new project, are all too rare in a world full of noise and distraction. We planned to spend the evening shooting with our air rifles, but a dodgy seal in my R10 put an end to that rather quickly. I did give it a look and tried some minor self-servicing with Elliot, but to no avail. The plan was short-lived, but that didn't dampen our spirits. After an unusually hot week and a solid stint of work on the van, we were still keen to make the most of an evening in the wild, so we set out, trying our luck at some wild game. That's if they were even moving in this heat.
So we've seen plenty of signs of rabbits, but it's just a little bit hot still. It's 28 odd degrees today, so we definitely think as the evening starts to come in, as dusk starts to fall and the temperature starts to drop off, we'll definitely have a little bit of better options. So we're gonna just keep exploring and seeing if we can see any evidence of life. And we've heard a few things running and scarping into the bushes, so we're just going through this overgrown kind of area now. It's gorgeous, it's lovely to be back out, especially with a rifle in hand. Ellie has arrived, how are you doing? Good to see you. So I'm rocking the Thornhill Ultra Heavy Lavu. I'm going to suspend it from a pole in this little clearing here, so it's going to be fantastic. This little willow copse. Elle's cowboy camping tonight. He's got a wool blanket. We'll have the fire in my last location, which was over here. There's a small area which I normally use for a fire pit, so I'll just any bits of grass I'll just kind of try and turf back, but it's very dry. You can see cracked ground here from the clay, which is perfect. The Lavu is all up now, so we're going to start building the fire over in this direction. We're going to cook up some burgers. I think Ellie's going to do a jacket potato. We're just going to have a small fire, keep it sensible. We don't need it for the heat tonight. So extremely exciting. Yeah, no luck on the pigeons or rabbits as of yet. Elle's had a shot at the pigeons, but unfortunately it was just a little bit too far. So we're just waiting until they come into roost and the rabbits come out to play, because it's just been so hot. It'll be kind of dusk as it starts to cool off that they'll start making a bit more of an appearance. So I've made a good size hole for the fire there, and I'll make sure all of this material that I've gathered from the outside, which is all loose now, can be kept to scatter over the area when it's done. Ellie and Elliot have been busy collecting firewood, so I'm just getting a bit of this to make the base for the fire, and that can go down onto here. So I've got my new Stony Path Nesmuck here. I picked this up at the Bushcraft show. Beautifully, beautifully made. And it really is a lovely knife. So it'll be the first fire I've lit with this. And yeah, very excited. There's a tiny little bit of compound on the handle there. Let me wipe that up. But yeah, first fire I will be lighting with this. So very excited. Just going to use some birch bark and a ferro rod. And let's get cracking. creating incredible shavings on the back of this bark. You can probably see that dust creation. That's what you want. Perfect. So I've got this bit of bark here just to catch it with, and then we'll go over onto the fire with it. So I do like to keep my ferro rod attached to this if I can. This fire lighting kit. Beautiful. Catch that flame. Oh, just missed it actually. Nurture that for a second. So we're going to cook up some burgers on this now. It's a little bit high at the moment. We're going to try and keep the flames a lot lower, but you have to get a good heart to a fire. So we've got the Petromax small frying pan here, Elliot's frying pan. I'm just gonna get that a nice place to nestle. Get that butter melting around it just to give it a little bit of extra slip for these burgers. And we've got some amazing butcher's burgers here. They are fantastic. They're so meaty, so thick. I know that doesn't sound probably like anything, but a lot of burgers, they're very airy. These ones are real dense, so looking forward to that. We've got some American cheese to chuck on top and some buns, and then Ellie's going to have some bacon just in a little sandwich. So we've got kettle on as well. It's going to be lovely. Can't wait. That's all melted nicely. Give it a little spin around. Good and non-stick. You making some tea, honey?
Yeah, some loose tea.
Nice.
So it's a mix of peppermint, cinnamon, ginger, which are the main ones. Lemon balm is quite a calming herb. Licorice, fennel, burdock root, and cornflower petals.
Nice. So we've got some soft white rolls and some American cheese, and I'm just actually using the EDC. This one's the Boca Worldwide or World Legal. It's amazing, really good. You can carry it basically in any country in the world in your pocket, including the UK, so exercise that right and go get yourself a EDC folder. But yeah, these are going to be really tasty. Need to get 3 ready because Ellie's going to have a bacon butty, and I need 4 slices of cheese because we want these burgers to be nice and juicy. We're going to have some red onion on top as well. So we've got some nice slices of American cheese. I know it's not traditionally English, but it's bloody tasty. So Ellie's got her bacon on. It's absolutely massive. And the burgers are ready for Elliot and I as well. Have some nice rings of onion in there. Elliot, good sir? So, before I pass you this burger, what are you doing now?
picking thorns out of my Crocs.
Bless you.
Yeah, don't wear Crocs in a survival situation because they are shit.
There you are, good sir.
Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, legend.
Amazing.
Hey, you got a light, boy? Nope, but I got a night vision scope.
So I'm going to be using the NV100 night vision scope just to spot for Elliot while he's shooting with his Hick Micro night vision. He's got a big old infrared sight on the top, like a lamp, sorry, so that will give him good illumination. But we're going to go out and see if we can get some rabbits around the lake. It's just starting to come in dusk now, so let's go see what we can find. So Elliot's using the Hick microscope. Look how dark it is. And then look, see this.
It's still in day mode as well at the minute.
That is insane. So that is where we're aiming right there.
It's got a big burrows. Wait for him to come out.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Despite waiting for a few hours, surrounded by the bats and the wildlife, the mosquitoes, there was no sign of rabbits. But that didn't dampen our spirits. We took a walk around the surrounding areas and really had a nice time just being out together. And a few hours later we found ourselves back at camp restoking the embers to get on a little evening snack just to recoup some of those calories burnt. A familiar scenario when out hunting.
Midnight snack then now.
Yeah, buddy. What have we got? Garlic and herb, sizzle steaks. Looking good. Do have some peppers and some onions.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Should I get them fried?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Nice.
good on it.
Now it's barbecue season. You get all these sizzle steaks, which are amazing. Like the really thin ones. And then what I do?
6 eggs, yeah, 6 steaks. So.
Yeah, you know. Good morning. I hope you guys enjoyed last night's video. We did a little bit of just adventuring around, scoping out. Unfortunately no rabbits, but we had a lovely evening and it has been a beautiful camp. Today is already kicking out the heat and it's only 9:30, so it's going to be an absolute scorcher. But it's been lovely to spend a bit of time with Elliot and Ellie, and it's always just nice to get out and enjoy a little bit of summer. It is the solstice today, so we camped last night when it was probably the longest light apart from today that you could have got really, so that's why even when we did get out for the rabbits it was probably already about 10:30. But other than that, it's just glorious to be out, and I can't thank you guys enough for watching. We're going to cook up some breakfast now, some lawn sausage, square sausage from Scotland, a bit of bacon and just good vibes, so I'll speak to you in a bit. Bit of lawn sausage for the morning, my Scottish followers. You will be proud of me. You can see just how much fat comes out of these sausages, which is perfect for cooking afterwards, so it's always a good thing to start the morning on. That is a breakfast. Oh yes. Man.
We came chasing rabbits. Quiet, careful, hopeful. But sometimes the woods just don't give. The seal on my rifle had failed, and the rabbits were burrowed deep, out of reach. But the time wasn't wasted. We sat by the fire, shared laughs, cooked what we had, and made memories worth more than any wild game. The solstice gave us nothing we expected, but everything we actually needed. Just a fire and the quiet company of each other.
So we've had a lovely morning, cooked up breakfast, listened to some music, packed up camp now, and we're ready to head off. So it's been a lovely short little camp. We've got our rubbish packed, fire pits away. Elliot, it has honestly been an absolute pleasure, my man. Next time we'll get some rabbits as well.
Yeah,
Ellie, it's been lovely seeing you. And until next time guys, stay safe and I'll see you soon.